Boom, back at it. There we go. All right, part 3 of the Houston Astros. We're going to switch some stuff around and look at some stuff here. Part 1 and 2 are out there. I don't know if I want to edit here or not. Will it let me? It will. Look at this. And I'm going to put in part 1 just so it stays. What are the errors? It says can't do it till the errors are resolved. Man, I am. Oh, there we go. It needed to know if it was made for kids or not. Alright, anyway, we're getting out of there. We've got part 1 and part 2. This is part 3, and we're moving forward. Alright, back to our regular advanced DB search, and we're looking up these next. I think I only have 2 left of the Astros. 1, 2. Alright, 2. So we're going to go through these last 2 and get them done for the Houston Astros. We're going to start with this top one up here. Got a couple names that we've seen before, possibly duplicates. Ramirez and Ashby. 749 and 492. All right, we'll start with 749, which is a Ramirez. Let's see if we've seen this one before. I have not clicked on this one before. 1989 Topps Ramirez. Let's see what comes up when it comes up. Slow and slow in there and not in my collection yet, which means it's not a duplicate. It's one to save, and we're going to get it back in there. Moving on to that Alan Ashby. Alan Ashby number 492. 492. Ashby. 492 Ashby. Letting it come through. Not seen this one either. The Topps 1989 Ashby. Letting that come up. There it is. New to the collection. All good. And that one can go back in also. Alright, on to the worst of the worst here. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but I stuck a Bowman, a big Bowman, out the top of the binder. And man, it got a little bit wonky there. So we'll have to switch spots with that to maybe something lower over here to keep it a little more safe. Not that it matters anymore. Alright, we're going to start with these. Flip them over and get those numbers. We're looking for that Meyer 319. 319 Meyer and the big Bowman. Let's see what comes up. There it is. That Bowman card. Looks like a rookie card. It's got the RC next to it. We're going to put it in there, but I'm going to transfer it from here because I can see all this up here that was ruined over time. Look at that. And I am going to try to put that back in nice and neat in another one, even though it's already kind of ruined. I'm going to put it in this last one on the bottom middle so it can't be touched anymore. Like that. Nice and neat. And sticking in the top. I don't want to put it in upside down, but I'm going to leave it just like that for now and let it go back in there. And it can stay. Still 3 extra spots over there on that side. And we're still working on this one. We're going to go number 95, Gerald Young. Number 95, Young. Gerald Young, number 95. Have not seen or clicked on this one before, so it looks like a new one in the set. Let's get down to business. Come on. Man, I need it to load faster. If it doesn't load fast, I get all blah. Here we go. There it is. Young. Added to the collection, and a new one. Good to go. And we're going to put that back in the top with a blank behind it. All good. Jump to the next two. Jeff Calhoun and Bob Knepper. Looks like two brand new cards that I haven't seen or heard before. Let's check those numbers. All right, we're going to start with 1, 2, 3 for Knepper. Knepper. All right, we're looking at these ones. They're the leaf ink with the dot and the double stars. So we're looking at the dot and the double stars. There it is, dot and double stars for Bob Knepper. Dot and double stars added to the collection. Dot and double stars. Oh, wrong one. Going to the top one. Putting it back in. And Jeff Calhoun is our next lookup. Looking at number 282. Calhoun. Wow, that came up fast. How do some of these come up so fast and the other ones take forever? It's got to be this computer. All right, Jeff Calhoun trying to load up. Found the list real fast. Has not found the card real fast. There it goes, and the card pops up. There's Jeff Calhoun loading 282. Going in the system. We're ready to go. All right, we're going back in there. We have a top middle one missing behind Gerald Young. And we're going to go ahead and jump to the next set. Next set, Scott, Rafael Ramirez, and Craig Reynolds. Looking at the Donruss 88 and 89, respectively there. 509 and 209 are the numbers. Let's look them up. Let's start with 509. 509 is Ramirez. Ramirez didn't show up on the first, but there it goes. Now I've got the Leaf no dot single star. Leaf no dot single star on the 88 Leaf. 88? 89. Yeah, it says 89 at the bottom, but it comes up. Oh no, it came through the 89. I missed it. No, it says 88 because it says 88 Leaf here. So it's got the 88 Leaf on the top. But it's an 89 set. And that one is in there. Let's back it up and go for the Reynolds 209. 209 Reynolds. It's got a couple versions. It's got the Leaf ink with the dot and without the dot. This one, Leaf ink, man. Can you see that? It looks like a dot to me. I'm going to go with the dot. And Reynolds can go back in there. Next to another Gerald Young. They pulled Gerald Young out everywhere. He's everywhere you want to be. And Dave Meads, a new card there. 207 Gerald Young. Got a lot of Gerald Young cards. Let's see where they come out to look like. Do a search. It's Gerald Young. It's the Donruss version. It is the Leaf with the dot and the 2 stars. Gerald Young with the Leaf and the dot and the 2 stars. There it is. Tella should be Tella. There is an error on the back of this one in spelling, where Terra or Tella says born in Tella should be T-E-L-A. It says Tella Honduras. Should be T-E-L-A. It's T-E-L-E. So They spelled it wrong, but they spelled it wrong on all the cards. There's Gerald Young going in. Back to Dave Meads. Number 593. 593. Meads. Relief pitcher number 53. Dave Meads. 593. The only card in there when it comes up with results. One result. Easy to find. No errors. No switches. No changes. Nothing crazy. There's Dave Meads going in the system. Easy peasy. Next up, the next two. I've got a rated rookie of Cameron Drew. And a 1986 record breaker of Dave Lopez. Dave Lopez, 1986 record breaker. Let's check those numbers. Number 30 and number 4. These ones will be interesting finds here. Two cards with interesting numbers and fronts. Let's start with number 30, Drew. Number 30, Cameron Drew. All right, number 30, Cameron Drew. This is the 1989 Don Russ. It's his rated rookie. Leaf ink has the dot, and the denotes has 2, so it's a dot with 2 stars. Going the dot with 2 stars on back of the Don Russ number 30, Cameron Drew. Easy peasy, that one's in and found. Nothing crazy about that one. Okay, good. Now we'll jump on to this one. Number 4. Lopez. All right, pop it off. 4. Lopez with an S. Let's see what comes up. Number 4, Lopez with an F. With an S. It's an RB. That's a record breaker. 1987 Topps record breaker. Broke the record in 86, it looks like. It says 86 on the front. Record breaker 87 on the back. 40-year-old Lopez steals bases at a record pace. Houston, Texas, October 1986. Astros Dave Lopez achieved 25 stolen bases in 1986, a major league mark for age 40. The former record was 23 swipes compiled by Pirates Hall of Famer Honus Wagner in 1914. Lopez turned 40 on May 3rd, 1986. See? Interesting stuff. We're learning stuff, man. It's good. It's a good card. All right, down to the bottom row. Pulling another 2. Let's see what we got. I got Terry Pull and Casey Candale. 1992 Fleer on that Casey card. All right, let's flip those numbers. First one we're going to go with is 472. And that is Pull. P-U-H-L. Terry Pull. And that leaf ink's got the dot, and that denotes only has 1 star. So the dot with 1 star is the first one on the list out of the 4 results. There's dot with a star, dot with 2 stars, no dot with a star, and no dot with 2 stars. Got to check these ones every single time. All right, Pull is in there and good to go from the bottom row. And Casey Candale up next. Let's see what we can get him in at 428. 428. Candale. Candale. All right, printed USA on the back. It says with the dot or without the dot. I'm guessing that right there. And I see a dot behind mine. So we're going to go with the printed dot, not the missing period. There's a card, and in the system, new card, new card, new card. There we go. All right, next 2 coming through. Oh, look at what I got here. I've got 3 cards in here. 2 Dave Smiths and a Danny Darwin. Wonder why I stuck that in there. They don't look like duplicates or anything. Let's look them up and see what happens. That's what happens when you have these cards hidden away for years and years. All right, let's check them out first. These 2, David Smiths, 305 and 272. Let's start with the 305. A 305 Smith from the Astros. Dave Smith, that is a duplicate. Dave Smith. Seen that one before, it says. I've clicked on it before. It's already in the system. We're going to put that off to the side also with our duplicate pile. Astros duplicate pile. Going to the side there, already in the system. Let's go back 2 spaces and try this Dave Smith 272. 272. Have we seen this one before? Smith era. No, it's got the leaf. No dot, single star. No dot, single star. Dave Smith 1989. Right there. There he is. Adding to the collection there. And then we'll move on to the Danny Darwin 354. Darwin. 354 Darwin. Fleer. It says there's a glossy version. I don't know what glossy version is. I'm going to go with the regular version here and see if there's any difference. Danny Darwin, not glossy version. Looks exactly like mine. So we're just going to go with that. Easy peasy with that Danny Darwin. And he's in. So that duplicate I had behind there, just another card, putting in the duplicate pile. That Fleer is, feels like it was a little taller than the other one, but not quite. All right. Next 2 cards. Alex Trevino and Denny Walling. Check the numbers. We're going to start with 574 Trevino. 574 Trevino. Catcher number 9. 1 card in the result, the only card available. He is ready to go as the catcher of the Houston Astros. There you go. 1989 score. And then we're going on Walling. Bop Bop. Denny Walling, number 384. Dennis Walling. Is it the dot or no dot on the ink? It is. Ooh, looks like a dot there. I'm going to say that has a dot. Dot on the leaf ink. Denny Walling. 1988 Don Russ, number 384. Denny Walling. There he is. Looks just like him, right? Looks just like him. All right, and that page is done. Now, I've got 3 spaces back here and 1 space up here for our last page, which is not a full 18, so we're going to move some of these cards forward into those blank spaces as we fill them in and not find duplicates. I might leave all these nice Don Russ 90s together and do the other ones. So here we go. Single card on the top. It's Brian Mayer. Meyer? Probably Meyer, right? You'd pronounce it that way. And he's going number 648. 648 Meyer, that 1990 Don Russ. Is it going? Oh, it is searching. All right, Don Russ. Leaf ink with the period. Denotes with a single. There's a period. And the single. Oh, this one only has the period. Factory set border. Pack border. There we go, Brian in the system. Next one up. Mike Scott. Pitcher for the Astros. Number 207. I wonder if I can go through here on the checklist. Checklist for this set. Can I go? Does it show 100 at a time? It does. I can go 100 at a time and go next. It's going to 1 to 200. So let's go to 3 because 207 should be on the third one. 207, Mike Scott. There he is. Leaf on the back. Has no period. So we're going to go with this one here. Leaf with no period. There it is. Boom. The Mike Scott leaf. Technically, I could take a look at these like this. Glenn Wilson, no back. 472 Glenn Wilson. 472 is going to be on page 5. 472 Glenn Wilson. When I click on the Glenn Wilson, what's it give you? Oh, it gives you all of his cards. If I go 472, open that up, see what it is. Glenn Wilson with the dot after the ink. Ink, dot, there it is. Boom, pull open that card. Add that to the system, and that's the card there, that Glenn Wilson. If I don't take it out of there, you can't see it. That's Glenn Wilson up there. All right, what's next? I'm going to do this. I'm going to take some of these out because they're not the Donruss. I got that one. That could stay. And then I got these ones that I'm going to flip around because they are the Donruss ones. Look at that. That one, yep, that one is too. I'm going to take that out, put that in. I might even swap the one from earlier. All right, there is none on the back, and this one is the odd man out. So I'm actually going to take that one out, and I'm going to go back and find a Donruss to fill in here. But before I do that, I'm going to go through and do Caminiti. He's number 424. So let's go back here. I think we were already on the 400s. So all we got to do is go back up to 424. There's Ken Caminiti, 424. He's got the leaf ink with the dot on the back. Leaf ink with the dot. There it is. Ken Caminiti. Add it in there also. Perfect. Let's go back and go to Jim Clancy. Jim Clancy's repping number 69. Who wants that card? Reppin' number 69, Jim Clancy. Let's rep 69 all the way down here to 69. There's Jim Clancy. Jim Clancy repping that system. He's got the ink with no dot on it. No dot ink on that one. Done there. Adding that to the collection. Let's move down here to Juan Agosto. He's 477 with no dot. 477 with no dot. Let's go back to the list. 477 with no dot. 477 would be page 5. Bo Jackson, the number 1 for this set. 477 Juan Agosto with no dot. Come on. Load for me. Load. There we go. Juan Agosto with no dot. Had to load all the pictures in there. Into the system, 477. Bill Duran, number 236. 236. Going back to page 3. Back to page 3 for 236. 236. There's Bill Duran. He's got the ink with a dot. Ink with a dot. There it is. Ink with a dot. Bill Duran, second baseman for the Astros. I've already got that card, so let's take a look real quick while I'm filling things in. And look for those red Donruss Astros. Here's one of them. It's a Glenn Davis. We're going to put that one in there. We've already done it. Let's go back here again. Here he is, Bill Duran up here at the top. He was on the very first page of the Astros. And we're going to pull him real quick. And he is a duplicate. There to there. There he is. 2 times. We're going to put him on the side as a duplicate card. All right, Bill Duran in there. Larry Anderson next. Larry Anderson repping 359. 359. 359. Larry Anderson 359. 5, 9. There's Larry Anderson. Larry Anderson putting on the leaf with no dot on the Larry Anderson. Got the no dot Larry Anderson, all Don Russ 90s on the back here. There he is, added to the collection, and that's 9 of those Don Russ cards all together for the Astros. Looking through the front of the Astros again, do I have any more of those red Don Russ? Don't see any here. None there, none there. Oof. None there. And none there. I put the space there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go through, as I keep knocking the camera around, we're going to go through these ones that I just pulled out of there. And we'll go one at a time with those. Ken Caminiti, 141. Go back to the advanced search. Go into the numbers. 141. Caminiti. Caminiti Upper Deck 1989. Easy pull there. Add it in, and we're going to go up to the front. Well, let's wait. I'm going to put it to the side for now. And we'll go with the next one. We got the Bagwell Bat Speed number 177. Bagwell 177. It's the Summit Bat Speed. Summit Bat Speed, Jeff Bagwell of the Astros. Added in, good card there. All right, next one up. It's Orlando Miller. It's that same Score 95 Summit Edition. It's a rookie card. We're going with number 117. Miller. 117 Miller, shortstop. Houston Astros. Summit ROO rookie. There he is, rookie card put in. Orlando Miller's in there. Next one up, James Moulton. He's that Summit Series regular connection, number 63. Bag it up, 6-3. This is Mooton, 63, James Mooton. Easy Summit Edition, there it is. Like the backs of these, the stats are really cool. The fronts are good too. That all white clean feeling, they pop it off here. Kind of cool, you know, something different. That one is good. I've got one more. It's a Craig Biggio 1990 Upper Deck, number 104. Here we go, 104. Big Gio Biggio. 104 in that Upper Deck 1990. Error on this one. No copyright date on back. Copyright date on back. Is there a copyright date on the back of here? Honestly, wouldn't it be on the bottom right there? Unless this is it. Copyright 1980. So I'm going to go copyright date on back. Let's see what the picture looks like of the correct version. Back of it. Copyright date. Looks like it is right there where I'm talking about, right in between. I'm going to add that one to the collection because that looks like what I have. And I'm going to go look back on the error version and see if there's no copyright date on that one. No copyright date is true. It is missing that copyright date right in the middle of there. I do not have that one. I have the one with the copyright date. All right, looking back now, that's all of the Astros cards. Let's get them plugged in here with these ones that I have. I've got 5 spaces. My duplicates are here. I need to fill in the number 1 space up here that I took out in the top corner. We'll go ahead and throw... Who do we want to put in there? These are all good cards. I don't know if I want to put any of them in the top. I'm going to go ahead and put Ken Caminiti up there in that top corner of that first row. Going through, filling any spaces. There's a space on the top of this one. We're going to go with James in that one. He's going to go in the top. Oop, got to put him the right way. I want to be able to see what he's doing. See the bat speed there. All right, that one is in. It matches these other ones over here too, so I've got all these going in a row. No empty ones there. Looking through here, no empty ones on this side. Here's the 3 empty ones here we're going to go with, and we're going to fill them in with the Mooten rookie, Orlando Miller. Jeff Bagwell can go in the top corner all the way in there. And Craig Biggio can go in the top middle. He's in. And we're in. All filled up Astros. I have one space right there. And then the 1990 Don Russ stuck in there. And that is it for the Astros. Astros are all done. Plenty of cards put in there. Sneak peek to the Athletics. Next time I go through baseball, Oakland Athletics. Also could be basketball, football, or hockey in my next set. Stay tuned for next time when I go through all the old 90s cards for baseball and a lot of good cards for football, hockey, and some cards for basketball. Definitely not as many, but I have a few basketball, like a book full, and we'll see how they go next time. If you're collecting cards, let me know what cards you're collecting, and go on to the next collecting card set to see who's collecting big cards.